You know what? I never really thought about this. Ah yes, train faces. Something that is heavily looked down upon in this community. But why? Why is something like this looked down upon in the first place? And to answer that, and honestly it's possibly the simplest explanation, they look like absolute garbage. A lot of train face drawings look like they have absolutely no effort, and one of the recurring things with these train faces is that they take an image of a real life locomotive and then just draw eyes on them, as well as a mouth, which is often just a little line. Of course, some examples being these. And no, I'm not putting whoever's art this is on blast, it's just an example. I'm basically going off what I think, but essentially the community got tired of this type of stuff and sort of outlawed it as you're automatically cringe and everyone will hate you type of stuff. Now, if you're a longtime viewer of mine, you might be looking at me and saying, but gaming, haven't you done this type of stuff before? Well, yeah, guilty as charged. I too was also one of these people, but the difference is that I really paid attention to detail and definitely knew what I was doing. It was also the fact that these were also my own creations, the locomotive and everything. So I should have been fine, right? Well, no. Despite the fact of taking all of these measures and actually trying to make it seem good, it was still a trained face, and because it still was a trained face, people still didn't seem to like it, despite the fact that the reception was actually better even in the terms of trained faces. But in typical fashion, I pursued on pissing off a lot of people. But eventually, I too got tired of this type of stuff and ended up switching, well, everything. By that time, the train faces was essentially the face of my channel, so I switched to, you guessed it, these. Oh yeah, I have like 36 of these, so the 11 that you're seeing on my channel, y'all are fortunate I did not multiply that by 3. I'm kidding, that's a maintenance nightmare. The switch to human characters was arguably the best thing I could have done back in late 2023. Oh my gosh, it's almost been 2 years. Anyways, back on topic. People in this community finally looked at this and realized how bad it is. Well, I'm not saying that, a lot of people are, and that's what I'm basing it off of. They eventually deemed it as some sort of sin in this community, and basically anyone starting this was, well, automatically in that category. Again, the main point of why people don't like this is how garbage it looks. Most of the time, that is. Now, there is bound to be an underlying reason or more underlying reasons as to why this is the case of people not liking it, but in general, this really sums down to it doesn't look good. Well, that will pretty much end this video. What do you guys think? Is there more reasons as to why train faces are hated, or is this generally the main case? Anyways, that's all. See ya.